Hello, welcome to Tech Sharmit. In this session, we will discuss another functions of DB2 SQL, which is trim, triml, and trimr. All these three functions are mainly used to trim the spaces from the string. Okay, so first of all, I will show you the table in which I have some data which contains some extra spaces, and then one by one we will use trim, triml, and trimr to understand the concept. Okay, so let me go to the session B. Here I will run one query, select star from Sharmit1 slash emp. If I hit enter here, you can see uh, there are some first name stored, right? But you can see that for in first row there is one string I have stored as test, but there are some extra spaces at the left hand side as well as at the right hand side. So now suppose the requirement is that we want to fetch the first name or only the first row from this table, but this name should come like this only without extra spaces, right? So in for this what we can use trim, triml or trimr. So what trim will do? Trim will remove the extra spaces from left hand side as well as from the right hand side. Now if I talk about the trim L, then it will remove only spaces from the left hand side. If I talk about the trim R, then it will remove the extra spaces only from the right hand side. So these are the difference between trim, trim L and trim R. So let's see how we are using it inside a SQLRPGLE program. So here first of all you need to declare one constant variable which is SQL state underscore valid 5 times zeros. Then we are declaring one variable trim result varchar 30, and then we are setting the commitment control as star none. So what this commitment control will do, actually this is not mandatory for the program where we are just reading the data. So here what you can do, you can make it as like if you are doing any modification in the table data, then you can make it as commit as none, otherwise you can skip this portion. Okay, this is only when needed when we are doing any modification. Now to use the function we need to write query. So here I am using the query exec SQL select trim first name into trim result from Sharmit1 slash emp fetch first row only. So what we are doing, we are using the function trim. So syntax is quite simple, you just need to write trim. Inside parentheses you can pass the variable name in which the data is there. So I'm passing it as first name. So what it will do, it will trim the spaces from both sides because we are using trim, and then it will store the result into host variable which is trim result. Okay, then from it is coming from Sharmit1 slash emp fetch first row only. Got it? Now what we are doing, after this query is executed, we are checking if SQL state is SQL state underscore valid, then print the result as trim result, else print the SQL state with an error, query ended with an error, and INR equals to star on. So let's go and compile this program and call this. So here you can see it is printing test only. So spaces from left side as well as right side has been removed. Fine. Now what will happen if I use trim L trim? So let me make it as L trim. So I make it as L trim. So what it will do, it will remove the spaces from the left hand side only. Calling. So spaces is removed from left hand side, but it looks like that both the result are same, but it is not same because here extra space is there but it is not visible, right? We can't see, right? So but here the right space is there, and in case of trim no extra space is neither at the left side nor at the right side. Or when we are using L trim, it is removing spaces from the left hand side only. Now change little bit and make it as trim R, R trim. So I will make it as R trim, and if I compile this program, call this program, so you can see this time it is showing the spaces at the left hand side but not at the right hand side. Why? Because right hand side spaces has been removed. Okay, so this is how we can use a trim function in SQLRPGLE program, and it is quite simple syntax. You just need to use the variable name, pass the you can use the function name and pass the variable name in between, and then it will provide you the desired output. Okay, so let's see how we can use here on DB2 SQL query itself. So for that I will simply write trim, then my in parenthesis my variable name, which is first name, close it and hit enter. So you can see using trim it is removed from both ends, right? If I make it as L trim, it will remove only from the left hand side. If I use R trim, then it will remove only from the right hand side. Okay, so this is how it works. I hope it is clear to all of you. In the next session we will discuss few more things. So thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.